Welcome to RBO. Today guys, we're going to be going over the Fruity Pebbles survival kit. This is a kit that you'd have in your trunk, preferably out of sight. Throw it in a corner, the well where your tire sits, anything like that, wherever you have space really, and just kind of forget about it. It's just a very simple, easy, and cheaper kit. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to have something in your vehicle to rely on, save your life. And let's get into it. It's got some tape holding it together. There. See, got a lot of stuff popped in. Oh. Okay. Right on top, of course, we have some toilet paper. Got some. Oh, this was because I had rocks in this. But we got toilet paper for tinder, obviously for hygiene purposes. If you wanna stay clean out there. This is a comfort item. You don't really need this, but it does help having the tinder and whatnot, and especially in a Ziploc bag, making sure it's sealed. We also have 2 packs of dried nuts and berries. A little boost, 160 calories per. I'm just gonna slide this right here. Okay. This item is our fishing kit. Okay, it's a little messy right now because the tape's getting old because built this like 3 years ago. But this is an old, or not old. You can get these for like $2 at Meijer's, little first aid kits. They work good for multiple different kits, fire kits, first aid kits, fishing kits, fire kits, anything really like that. And yeah, cool little box. We got our lure, or I got our line and hook. Got some extra line here, hooks obviously all around, some leads. Got a razor blade for doing whatever you need to. If you don't want to waste your knife on a fish or a little fish or cutting up some little bait, use that. And we just need to throw some snap-on sinkers that were right here held on to this tape, but do not know where they went. But cool little kit. Here is our carry bag. Again, this is our very large, I believe it was a sleeping bag. It has to be a sleeping bag. Bag also has a tie here, so you can press in it, or just make sure nothing falls out of the sack, pretty much. Also can be used as a net, whatever you really need to do with it, or even harvesting natural forests, forageables. Going after forageables. Okay. Here we have a little power bank. This is one of my first times throwing these in here, but we've got our power bank. Of course, you're gonna want to make sure every few months it's fully charged. Got a full charge on this. Then we have a normal Android. We have a Type-C. And then we also have an iPhone. So if you're in a remote area where you don't have signal and your phone's just dying while you're looking for signal and all that, if you have a backup, this charges. I believe this gives you 2 full charges. Yeah, it's good to have a backup. Here we have our water filtration setup, which is this Sawyer squeeze. Hook this on the top of this. You fill this with water, the bag, and you hook this on this, and you squeeze it out. Comes out clean. You can also use a straw on a bottle, whatever you really need to. Fits perfectly in a water bottle. We also have our little syringe to clean it out if you get too much sediment in it. Here's our cordage of 100 feet paracord. Just in a Ziploc bag to keep it compact and just out of everything else. Works pretty good. Very high grade paracord. For navigation, of course, we have our military styled compass. Very nice. A little heavier than I would like, but it is very nice quality. Also has a little lanyard. Throw it around your neck if you want to. We also have our Gerber multi-tool. This is mostly for either repairing stuff or repurposing certain things, anything like that. We got our saws, our blades, screwdrivers, obviously pliers. And I learned that from Survivor Man. These things are very useful. We have our Koga Hand ferro rod. I like having these because they're thick. I like a nice thick ferro rod. I don't want to feel like it's going to snap on me. Here we got our red bandana. Obviously you can signal with this, you can filter water with this. You can first aid yourself up or fix yourself up with this. Start fires with it, mark trails with it. A lot of purposes for the bandana. Keep yourself cool with it, keep yourself dry with it, clean yourself off with it. And the list just continues to go. Here, we have some things that are called squinchers. Pretty much you just fill that bag, put the filter on it, pop this thing, squeeze it in there, and just fill up this line, and it just gives you a little boost. Pretty much just a little bit of sugar, some vitamin C. They do help. Next, we have 3 beef bouillon cubes. Of course, you can make a nice broth with it, or if you find some natural foods, you can just go ahead and throw that in the pot. Here we have our folding saw. Of course, if you need to clear something out of the road, this might help. Or mostly for shelter making, tool making, maybe if you need to make a splint or a crutch or something of that, you can. We also have our Mora Kniv Garbarg knife, Scandinavian blade. We got our sharpener, our ferro rod, and our blade. And don't worry, I'm going to clean this directly after this video is done because I did not notice my back end was rusting out so bad. And I feel very ashamed because I love this knife and I've let it down. So right after this video, we'll clean you up, baby. All right, next we have 2 yellow chem lights. These are great for signaling at night. They usually have a little bit of cordage in them. I don't believe these ones do, so you take a little bit of 550 cord, put it through that loop there, and give yourself about 2-3 feet of distance on it, and swing it around. Creates a nice circle. You can do different designs, different patterns, different ways of swinging around, create different shapes. Try to catch an eye of a rescuer. Here we have some UCO storm-proof matches. These are great for damp and windy environments. They aren't going to start underwater like a flare, but they will help if you're dealing with some wet stuff. And we also have a Bic lighter with some duct tape on it. Duct tape, you just rip off a strand, light it, and it's just an easy way to get some fire going without using too much fuel. In addition to that, we also have a full bag of these fire starters, approximately, let's say there's 4, like 8, 6, something like that, of fire starters, and they break up into 2 different blocks. So you can snap them. Half these already snapped, and they have 2 different blocks. So pretty much like the blocks you use for your folding stoves in the military. A form of signaling, we have our marine grade signal whistle. I like this because it's nice and bright and orange. It's big, and it also comes with a lanyard already built in, so you can just have it around your neck and just keep going at it as you're walking or going through or just sitting there. Here we have some duct tape just for your gear repair, first aid, or even more fire starting. Also have this trash bag. This can be worked or used for many purposes. You can use this with the duct tape to cover a window that's broken, or use this to collect water, or if you're trying to make it out, you can sleep on it with some stuff filled inside of it, or just sit on it as is. It's a contractor bag, so it's thicker than any Mylar sleeping bag or survival blanket would be, so at least you have a little bit more clearance off the ground. We also have a full thing of honey. If anyone knows, honey is one of the best survival foods there is, one of the longest lasting ones there is. There's honey in Egypt or in Pharaoh's tombs that they're finding that is still edible. So honey is a very good thing to have with you, and just having a full tube is nice. Again, just having more material to do stuff with. If you have emergency shelter A-frame, you can do the tent style like on here. You can just wrap yourself with it, or you can cover the windows with it if you're staying in your vehicle. It just depends on your situation, but it is nice having the choice. And with this material, it is good because it's highly reflective for any kind of heat. Sorry for tapping it so many times. Here's our emergency poncho, of course in survival orange. And then we just have a couple alcohol pads back here. Of course, that's for keeping you dry, and you can also use it for rain collection or signaling or marking trails or anything like that. Got a few things left. Here, we got our canteen. Of course, you can pop this top off pretty easily and boil on this and boil on this. That's if you needed to. Here we have some king oyster sardines. These can either be ate or used as bait for either snare traps, deadfall traps, fishing, anything like that. Here we have the Be Smart Get Prepared First Aid Kit. I just have an issue with this zipper for some reason. I think it's because I put this gel pad in wrong. Well, you have some wound dressing gel. We have our, Jesus, all this stuff that's in it. Here we got some sunscreen lotion. I know this is triple antibiotic ointment. We also have some insect repellent. Yeah, insect repellent back here. Got some sting relief pads, blister pads, antiseptic wipes, bandages galore. That's a good little kit. Billy picked up at Walmart. Wasn't that bad for how much you get, and it's pre-made. Also has a belt loop, or you can put it in a bag or molly or whatever you want to do. Oh, gotta put this back. Here too, it's a gel pack. Let's go. Stuff it. Stuff it. Okay. Then for seeing at night, of course we have our flashlight. I like this one because it zooms in, so it's good for checking tree lines. Also have a glow-in-the-dark button, and I added this on as well, just to have something to hold on to, or you can string it up and hang it on something or a branch, and just makes it nice to have. Also has a few different modes. It's a great little knife, not knife, great little flashlight. So I have 2 pairs of hand warmers, 10 hours each. Remove this. Here we have our Mylar blanket. This one that's going to be up against you. This is a very thick, high quality one. We also have a bigger and wider one. This can be used the same applications the tent would be used, or smaller applications, just as. And we also have a tube of peanut butter. This is 28 grams or 1 ounce. Good nutrition boost out there. Then we have our second form of signal, or third form of signal. We have the glow sticks. This is our 12 survivors signal mirror. Works pretty good. Of course, you got your sight there. Look at your target and just do as so. Alright guys, that is the kit. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What you guys would do differently. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you guys for supporting my videos so much recently. I'm really appreciating it. Thank you guys for supporting the channel in general. Have an amazing day.